We are live.
We're live. Awesome. Let's get started. We got 3 hours, which will not be enough time somehow for reviewing everything on the Gumroad repo.
Okay.
But we can make some really good progress and teach people, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
So should I share my screen?
Yes. One
Awesome.
second.
I'll share my screen. Everyone should be able to see my screen.
Uh, should I share my screen? That way we can share the same screen and on both YouTube and Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you could.
Yes, we'll do that. So just let me double check my screen here. Cool. Get Gumroad. Fools. And I'll share my screen. Where is Zoom? Desktop. 2. Share. Close this. Great. Hope
Awesome.
you guys can see my screen as well. Awesome.
Cool.
Great.
So you just have to follow me, I guess.
Yeah.
It won't be perfect, but
Sure.
awesome. Well, yeah, just to give some quick context, okay, is it possible to show my screen on there? That way you don't have to mirror everything I do, because I'm going to be hopping around a ton.
Sounds good. Okay. Are you sharing your screen right now?
I am.
Okay, how do I see that? Okay, it should be here.
Did you minimize it? It might be minimized. Sometimes it auto.
Yeah, maybe I need to stop my screen sharing to see the Zoom window. Yeah, I have to stop it. Is this your screen? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can.
Awesome.
Screen. It's fine.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining, everybody. Every week or so, we do these live streams where we go through the Gumroad open source repo and sort of team review everything and put it on YouTube, etc., so that people can learn. And there's sort of sometimes a gap between the code that gets submitted and the quality we need to merge it in. Given Gumroad has lots of users and there's a lot of considerations to be made. And so, yeah, we thought it would be really helpful. We've done a few of these, and we'll continue to do them. And I would like to believe that they can be some of the best ways to actually learn how to code professionally, and see how it happens in the real world, versus, sort of like made up school assignments and stuff like that. Awesome. So yeah, Gumroad, for those who aren't familiar, is a product that helps people sell stuff on the internet, primarily independent content creators, and primarily selling digital products, ebooks, video courses, things like that. And then earlier this year, we open sourced everything. And so you can see it all. And we now work basically entirely in public. 7 minutes ago, you can see something got merged by Emmanuel. And there's quite a lot of sort of engagement, I guess, on the stars. Gumroad's a relatively well-known product at this point. And even forks. There's like quite a lot of forks, over 1,000 forks. But the point of open sourcing stuff is not just open source stuff because it's cool, but to actually get people to use it and fork it and build their own versions of Gumroad, etc. So that's kind of our core focus for 2026. And I just went into ChatGPT and I asked it, like, I want to deploy my own marketplace. What open source software should I fork? And it gave like a bunch of answers, and you can kind of, most of them, a lot of them are like deprecated, aren't really active. I haven't really even heard of any of these. So I think Gumroad has a shot if we make it really easy to set up and use, to actually have Gumroad be the default answer that ChatGPT gives. It should be like, yeah, you should use Gumroad. It's MIT licensed, etc. So that's what I suggested. I said, hey, well, why not use Gumroad? And it turns out there are some reasons that the AI thinks. For example, right now we're dependent on AWS. We should be using something like MinIO and other things. And so a lot of the work that we're making is to make it easier for open source people to contribute and get set up locally. And so that will be kind of like the theme and the reason behind all of the work we're doing. You can see that one mentioned right here, replace S3 with MinIO. But yeah, that will kind of be the context for what we're doing, why we're doing it. But we're basically just going to review pull requests, starting with generally the oldest and going to the newest. And if anyone wants something specific reviewed and you happen to be here, we'll prioritize you. So just put it in the chat, put it in the Telegram, open source Telegram that we have, which I'll monitor. And yeah, we'll see how many we can do in the next 2 or so hours. Generally, we don't make it to 3 hours, but time is not the issue, energy is. And it can be quite draining to review other people's code. Anything else to add before we start?
No. So the quality of PRs have been good after the sessions that we had,
Yeah.
which is very nice. And also the AI disclosure, super helpful. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for disclosing your use of AI. It's helped me learn and actually try to help people like use AI better too. So hopefully it's helpful. We're gonna skip this first PR because Rachel's been working on because it's dependent on another big thing. But we're gonna keep it open because you can see how much work went into this. Yeah, basically the one of the big projects we have that will make it easier to work on Gumroad will be to like delete basically every CSS file as part of the code base. So we've been working on this project where we're basically deleting each CSS file and then like using Tailwind classes, etc. And we've been making progress, as you can see here. However, many of these things are dependent on class names and like basically CSS that or there are things that are dependent on the CSS, like our admin dashboard. So all of the internal to Gumroad admin stuff has not yet been moved completely to React land. And so it basically is still in like Rails, HTML rendering, etc. So we're first having to move and complete this migration to for the admin, making it all in React, all rendered in React. And you can see we're making good progress here. We just started adding bounties. All these should be done, my guess is by the end of the week, probably. But if not, by the end of next week. And then this will be done. And then that will unlock the completion of this one, to migrate away from CSS files to Tailwind. So we can't work on that one, but it is useful context, I think, when you're looking at an open source project. What I do is I look at the oldest issue and I kind of try to figure out like why isn't it merged. So that's the reason, and it's not that old. So if you know me, I tend to be pretty good or annoying depending on your perspective at having GitHub be pretty clean. So yeah, do you want to start with this one then? If we can skip this one, I guess you're meant to be reviewing this anyway.
Yeah,
So we can
sure.
take a look at it. It's a little concerning. It's 2 weeks old, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. So let's try. Yeah, I think we can continue to use your screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Great.
So
Let's start with the PR description. So suppose generating Discover sales report from admin and add example scripts to accounting docs. Okay. So we have a feature in admin to generate reports, sales reports. So we are essentially adding a new feature to it to generate this to generate Discover sales.
Yeah, and ideally this, we're actually getting rid of Slack this month, so we technically this link wouldn't even work for us anymore. But it is useful to assume the public is reading all this stuff, so we can just add that context here. Make it more self-serve for for the finance team to get the data they need to close the books every month, quarter, year, etc. Cool. Right now they have to kind of go through the engineers, which is less than ideal because engineers have lots of stuff to do, like sit on this call.
Yeah. So in the screenshot, it seems like we have added a new option to the drop-down, which is Discover Sales. And once we select that and click the button, it should ideally generate the report. So that's what the feature does. Scripts added to accounting docs. Okay, that's a separate thing, but done in the same PR. And we also have a demo video. Can you play that video, please?
No AI was used. Come on, dude. You got to be using AI. What's going on?
Yeah.
I do think it probably might be helpful to list like Q1, Q2.
Yeah.
I presume that most of the time you're going to be picking like very specific date ranges, not freeform.
That's right. Yeah.
Probably. You probably do want freeform to some degree, but
Yeah.
most people are, you know, for example, I could imagine someone says, okay, I want to do Q1 of 2025. They may not want to think about like, do I include, you know, April 1 or not, or, you know, so if we could just assume that for them, or time zone
Yeah.
stuff, it may be better to have Q1
True. So do you need a
or a month.
separate? Do you need a separate drop down for the like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 custom date range?
This is something I would probably V0 a little bit.
Okay.
You know, financial report generator, you know, time range, date range selector, where most people will want monthly or quarterly or yearly, but some may want more custom, something like
Yeah.
that.
So there are like advanced date pickers where we can choose the date range like Q1 and it will automatically select those dates in the two.
Yeah, that probably is probably the best approach,
one, yeah.
where we keep this, we probably put this on one row, start on the left and on the right.
Yeah.
And then above that, you might be able to like, or below it, you may be able to like quick select, like Google Analytics,
Exactly.
Q1, Q2. Yeah. And generally, like the way I think about it is you want the user to think less. So if they can, you know, if they don't have to think like what's Q1, you know, they can just, you know, for example, like let's say, you know, you might think, oh, that's kind of like a micro optimization, but like imagine you're in Europe and you type in like the 3rd of January instead of the 1st of March, and then you have to like re-download it, like all this stuff, you know,
Sure.
we could help people. So
Makes sense.
yeah, we'll see what V0 generates. But what I've noticed is as the models get smarter, they get slower. So these tools used to be faster actually, and now they've gone kind of annoyingly slow. So you kind of have to parallelize them. So this is what V0 came up with. You know, I would probably keep this date range always showing at the bottom, as you said, and just have it so you can select. And it's a bit simpler. Yeah, I would probably mess around with this a little bit, and then normally what we do is a design pass, so that by the time the engineers look at it, it's like a little bit more fleshed out. But because AI can write code so fast, sometimes people just skip it. But yeah, that's all for products. So I think now we can go to the code.
Code. Okay. Starting with the controller, there is an admin sales reports controller.
So we're adding a new prop.
New prop, yeah. Sales types. Okay. So what is sales types?
Yeah, so this is good. It would be good to self-review this. Like why, what is this? Why are we adding it? Even this, what is this map _1 dot humanize? Like this doesn't feel very obvious why it is. So
So usually when I see a variable like this, I directly go to that particular code and see what the value is.
yeah,
So we can search for
sales
sales
types.
types, yes.
Let me open up that code base.
Sure.
It may be old, so I may not have the. Oh, so he may have added it because it's not in
Yeah, it should
the
be.
repo already.
Yeah, it should be a new variable.
So it would be in this file.
Uh,
So it's the
yeah,
latest.
all sales and discover sales. Okay, great.
So yeah, for folks, it is important in our reporting to differentiate between the two types of sales, things that we drive via our marketplace, and then things that are direct from the creator driving the sale on their own page for reporting purposes. So that's why this is how it is. Okay, we can go back now that we know that.
Yeah.
So this is just basically getting,
Yeah.
it's just those two.
Two names of the reports. And in the private section, we are now allowing sales type param.
Makes sense.
Okay, so this is the form. We are adding a new select field with those two options.
I don't know if a select is the right option for just having two. Selects are generally for many.
Okay.
I would consider a radio group
Oh yeah,
would generally be a little bit more
sure.
of a better option.
Yeah. We are in job history. Okay.
What do you think about this? I do agree generally with this approach. Like I'm not a huge fan of like considering old data because it's just going to build and build and build. So
yeah,
I would. What do you think?
Maybe we can default to all sales when it's not set from the backend itself. That way we can make it a mandatory field. Yeah.
Cool. So in this case, you can only select one, right?
Sure, yeah.
So this should probably just say sales type. You can't actually select, right?
That is true.
Oh no, it's passing it.
Yeah, but these are the options for the drop down from the backend.
Okay, yeah. Got it.
Sales times.
This is a good example of something that probably needs a spec because this is kind of some code that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
It looks like there is one here though, so that's good.
Sure. Admin sales reports. Okay. Yeah, now we're generating the report in Sidekick. Okay, we're passing a new parameter over there. This is generate sales report. Okay. Rename this because they're not specific to the quarters, I think, and it can be generate time range. Okay.
Yeah, so before you could pick the start and end date, but it would always basically sticky to the start time of the quarter and the end time of the quarter.
Yeah, seems like the quarter word in that variable name was a typo. So we were looking at the beginning of the day, not beginning of the quarter. So maybe I think I wrote this code long back and I probably made a mistake over there.
Got it.
So yeah, it should be start time of the day.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then we're fetching the purchases.
So this looks similar.
Similar, except for the new flags that we are passing, probably.
These ones.
Yeah, was the product recommended? So was the product recommended is the flag that we use to distinguish discover sales. Okay. Yeah, so fine.
So why do we need to do this?
Recommendation is free.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah. It's a free recommendation type.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Is free recommendation type. Charge, discover. Nope, that's using this.
Oh yeah, so it is a recommended product, but not a discover recommended. So like the recommended from library. We charge only for the products recommended from Discover page, right?
I don't think so. Because
Okay.
I think we charge from more like this. No?
I'm not sure. Is Arbaksh in the call? Just want to check.
But yeah, according to this, looks like we only charge for discover, search, receipt. Not this. Staff picks we do. Product recommendation we do.
Yeah.
Wish list we don't.
We don't, exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. Do you
And
want to
then
change any
here-
of that?
No, it's fine for now. I don't want to think about charging people more money right now
Okay.
in this context, but
Sounds good.
it is, I don't know, it's not super intuitive to me.
Okay.
The reason we skip it is because we don't charge for it, but then we shouldn't consider it recommended. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I get why this is the way it is.
Yeah, maybe we can maybe a comment explaining that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Then we are adding the sales type name to the file name generator, which is good. Good to distinguish the reports.
So I just want to make sure there's a test for that.
Yeah.
And then this
Out of
send Slack notification. So I think we should. This is a good example of like what happens when you wait 2 to 3 weeks to review something. Like we don't use Slack anymore, so we can keep this around, but we should consider a separate thing to replace all these Slack message workers with like something else.
yeah, we can send emails with a link.
Yeah,
That'll probably work. Yeah.
probably emails with a link.
Yeah, these are good. Yeah, this is the adding scripts to docs part.
Yep.
Okay.
This I think could be its own pull request, unless these changes are dependent on this code.
Yeah.
Which it looks like they are. Like, but in theory, if you wanted to be really nice, you would open a PR just with this change, with none of the new parameters, just the docs for the existing, and then in this PR you would update the docs, because then it would be really clear what you're doing. You're adding all sales and discover sales.
Sounds good. But Sahil, now that we have a dashboard to do the same thing, do we want this in the docs?
I think it's, I don't know. I guess we could remove it if we have the documentation. But I think it is useful, like for an AI to be able to read this and be able to, like if I go into Cursor, I should be able to like generate a sales report,
Okay.
and it makes it easier. It's kind of like documentation.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we can keep it
Okay,
for now.
sure. We have specs here. Yeah, we're adding types to existing specs, which is nice.
So I don't know why we do, here we're including full sentences, but here it says is not included in the list.
True.
Kind of strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? This is weird.
Would be good to check what the full message is. Yeah, we can compare against full message. Yeah. Sales report, valid, yeah. All these.
Probably we need another report for the Discover.
Oh, you mean a new spec file for
Yeah. Or a new spec in this file for Discover sales.
Yeah.
Like we have nowhere that we check for the code. This is all sales.
That is true, but if you scroll down, probably it's in requests. We can check it.
Yeah, this is the entire file.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can add a new spec for it then. To generate a new discover sale report and see. Yeah. Yeah, these are fine. Report job spec.
So similar here, it would be good. Okay, yeah, like here, for example, he did that.
Yeah.
But it would be good to check the file name for Discover.
Yeah, it should be here, right?
I don't see it. I see all dash,
Okay.
but I don't see any specs that are testing for Discover sales.
Okay, yeah, would be good to check that.
And then these are the VCR cassettes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, it's good.
Pretty close.
Yes. So usually I test the whole feature end to end after reviewing the PR when it's close to merging. But in this case, I think we can skip that part and move on to next PR.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Awesome. So yeah, this should be merged soon.
Yeah.
Andy used to work at Gumroad, and now she's opened a pull request. That's cool.
Yeah.
It looks like Emmanuel did one pass on this potentially. I don't know if Emmanuel's on the call right now. He might be. But it looks like he left some comments. And it looks like Andy will take a look at it again, but we can at least cover the changes. So the issue referenced is this one, which is basically right now when you have a negative balance, you can't refund products, purchases. And so what you should be able to do is add a credit card to Gumroad, and then if you want to do a refund but you don't have the balance, we should be able to charge you and facilitate the refund. There's two core steps there here, right? One is going to be to collect the information, and then two will be all the refund charging stuff. And that's going to be the bulk of the complexity, I think, is going to be on the charging because it affects balances and it's like a revenue thing. So it's going to be pretty complicated.
Yeah, it should be a complicated feature. So do we need to add a new credit card, or is it not possible to pull the funds from Stripe?
Well, they may not have any funds in Stripe.
Yeah. Stripe, okay.
Yeah. So I assume they have no -10 in Stripe, -10 in Gumroad, but they want to issue a refund. Because they let's say you make a bunch of sales, you stop, you get paid, your balance goes to zero.
Yeah.
And then you want to issue a refund for someone who made, you should be able to issue the refund.
Okay.
But you can't right now. There's no way.
Got it. Okay. So Stripe cannot pull the funds that it wants transferred to seller's account?
Oh, you mean like we pull from their bank account?
Yeah, from their bank account to their Stripe account, then from Stripe account to our account.
I don't know. It's a good question. We can ask ChatGPT. This is a question of maybe I would ask it here or see if it's talked about. Definitely pick a model. I would not use auto mode. Otherwise, you're not going to learn like how the models are differentiated. Also, like use capital letters. So yeah, it's respect your fellow human. Use capital letters. this is kind of like a good example of like a pretty scary change. So you'd want to explain what and why this, what's happening here. What do you think? How do you want to review this?
This is a complex and very large PR.
Yeah, it's super complex.
I think if we started, then we wouldn't be able to finish in the session.
Okay. Well, let's do it. I'll do it. Okay, then I'll take it and I'll just do a quick review.
Okay.
And yeah, so I would sort of say, why is this added?
Yeah. I can see that we are writing to the payment method ID below, but where are we using that? Probably below, but yeah, we had to search for it. So when we review like complex PRs like this, we have to look at each and every line, how they're being used.
Yeah, like if is default source new? Is it like a Stripe thing? Is it our thing? Is she introducing it as a new thing?
Exactly. We
Yeah.
need to understand each and every line change. So.
This is just adding this is what I said, it's like the simpler part, you're just adding the settings. So you can see basically on that payments route, you can save your refund card and then, I don't know. So this basically says if they're adding a card and they don't already have one, but wouldn't this mean that if they have one, they won't be able to edit it? Or
yeah.
Oh, wait, here, yeah. Like how it feels like how do you edit? Right? Am I wrong in the conditionals?
If the card is present, and if the card is not present, yeah, it seems like they're adding a new card in this case. But where are we saving the card? Okay, there's a refund credit card equal to card ID.
Covers adding a card and removing a card, but not updating a card. This is a good example of like if there are intent tests, we could just scroll down and check if that is handled. But it looks like it's not handled, is my feeling.
Is there a screenshot of this feature on the PR description?
There is, yeah.
Okay.
What it doesn't, ideally a video would be better. Yeah, this is a good example of like where videos would be. Oh, there's a video, so we can just watch the video.
Yeah. Let's see how it works.
This is what Rachel was saying before. You have to scroll all the way to the top to save, which doesn't make a ton of sense.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work, did it? Oh, it did work, but
okay, it saved the card.
But these are not okay. But I guess this is due to some helper config thing.
Looks like it.
But yeah, I would. The video should be more comprehensive. It should show like removing the card, all the functionality that's in your pull request. You should show off. Okay, then you have a refund card, def refund card. Well, this is, it doesn't really make sense. Normally a method name is...
Ideally, there should be a refund card controller where we can call new, create, update.
Yeah, this is like settings controller, so you should only be using it for saving settings.
Yeah.
It should only be used for saving settings. Something like this. Probably in purchases controller, kind of.
Yeah.
There's already a lot of, in theory, actually, like, yeah, I'm actually not sure, like, what. This is a little confusing to me, actually. Because it looks like actually this is saving the card.
Yeah, it seems like duplicate code in case. Can you?
So maybe this is what. Yeah, I don't know. Seems actually, yeah. So. basically. Like, yeah, we shouldn't need this method if it's already all handled right here.
Yeah.
Also, there's two kinds of render JSONs. One is without the parentheses and one is with the parentheses. So I'd pick one. Generally, we do without the parentheses. So I'd remove these parentheses.
Sure.
But yeah, this code card, I don't know if you need all these dot reloads either. I think they're just added probably because there was some issue and you add a bunch of them, but then you need to remove all of them.
Yeah, usually we never
Shouldn't
call
need it
dot
here.
reload on controller. We usually do that in our
Yeah, so if you do
test.
something like this, the easiest way to check is just search for it in the code base and see if it's done anywhere. And generally, you'll notice that it's only done on the specs.
Thanks, yeah.
Shouldn't be done in the code itself.
Yeah, just update it should be enough. It will automatically update.
Yeah, exactly. Cool, making progress. So she's mimicking using this, but here it's undefined, here it's null. So I would ask why. Why is this null whereas before it's undefined? In the line above. All this code should be pretty trivial because it's really simple, saving something.
Yeah.
I won't spend a ton of time reviewing it. It could probably be cleaner, I don't know, but it seems reasonable and it's been tested, so not a big deal. It looks like we already have this props.saved card, so why not use that for the refund? I would look into this.
Sure.
And just because so I can do my own research on this, I'm going to.
Yeah. So do we allow adding multiple cards in Gumroad settings? No, right? We just allow only one card, I believe.
One card only. Yeah.
Okay.
But it looks like we have this credit card form.
Sure.
So I wonder if we could use it.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we need a separate one? So yeah, I think my feeling is we should be able to reuse this.
Sure.
This file manages the refund payment method UI. It allows sellers to add or remove a credit card. Yeah, and that, honestly, you don't need to comment. That's like obvious. These maybe they're necessary, but I would comment.
Yeah.
This all seems fine. Front end, generally AI is really good at, so I'm not super concerned about this. It is a little weird. There's like some redundancies. Like I think you don't need to repeat all this. Like you have it here too. So I'd probably say like something like this, for folks who don't know, dry is
Don't repeat yourself.
don't repeat yourself. So generally it's an engineering principle if you're typing the same thing twice. So you could probably not.
Last name, credit card, optional, true. Okay.
I still think we should potentially just reuse that.
Yeah, we can use the same card. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I won't comment. I already commented once.
Yeah. The only case against that approach would be that maybe some people need to use business credit cards for refunds and personal credit cards to purchase from Gumroad.
I would start reusing it, and then if someone asks, we could always
Okay.
do that.
Makes sense.
I don't personally think these messages are helpful. You already have loggers and errors, so I don't think these messages add much.
Yeah. If the code is very self-descriptive, then we don't need comments.
But yeah, it's hard to know, and I think
Yeah.
I would not do that. just kind of.
There's no such.
Just doesn't, not a great. You're kind of like hoping, there are error messages, certain thing. There should be like an error status or
Error
some
code or
status
something like
code.
that, yeah. You should rely on the response codes and statuses. Refundable. And also, why are we updating the refundable? Because the refund functionality should be working really well, right? So, unable to process refund. The original payment could not be found. Please contact
Yeah.
support.
Why do we need? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a case for that, then we should have it already. Okay. What
I
is?
haven't seen def call before. Oh no, we use it,
We use
but
it.
not in any
Services, I believe.
services.
We use process. I think so, yeah.
For form, I think it is.
I think
Or is it? What do you say?
there is def perform and also there is def process as well. You search for. There'll be like so many processes. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have any uniformity in that. We should probably do that.
Yeah, this is something maybe we could improve. But def call, I'm not. Yeah, not sure where that came from.
Yeah. And what is success zero? On line 16. Okay.
I don't know what these are.
Yeah, success zero is not a, it's not very descriptive or helpful piece of code. And also we are returning the self object from that, so yeah.
This is fine. This is like help center
Yeah.
docs, whatever.
Sure. TB migrate. Okay.
Generally, by the way, yeah, I don't say.
Yeah. We don't use foreign keys on line number 4.
We don't.
We don't. If I remember correctly, we don't. Yeah. Setting up test data. Okay. Is that okay?
These are probably fine. AI is generally pretty good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Can I see this key?
So yeah, you can notice we probably don't have fuck Rails anywhere in our code base.
Yeah,
Oh, we do. We have some, but not in the schema.
Yeah. And also, Sal, could you please increase the font size of cursor? There's a request on this.
Oh yeah, I think I did already, but
Okay.
hopefully this is good enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would revert that.
Yeah.
This, I don't know what's this new line. Doesn't add anything. You either do new lines or indents. You don't need both. This
Yeah.
is the kind of stuff that, I don't know, maybe it just annoys me, but
Yeah.
it should be kind of perfect. Shouldn't be any, like this random
That's true.
editing.
Yeah. Do you think we should have Robocop rules enforcing these kind of things?
Yeah, ideally, yeah. I don't have no idea why this is even possible.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, to be honest. I think it's like you have to actively suppress them. Like she may be running no verify or something.
No, we don't have any hooks, right?
We don't have any.
We
I
do
thought we
have.
added back git
Oh,
commit.
we have hooks, but I'm not sure if we have Robocop in it. We'll need to check it. Yeah.
Awesome. 19
So
comments.
great.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Boom. And this one is big enough, and there's too many. It's not close to merging. So I'm just gonna close it.
Sure. Yeah.
This, my guess, is going to be delayed because of the admin stuff. But I don't know if we use this on admin.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know why this. If Emmanuel is on the call,
Oh no, he's not. I think no.
or binary Jono. I don't know if Jono's here.
Yeah, Jono is here.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We could review this one
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, so I think-
Oh, what is he saying?
Yeah, I'll move the speaker to 1 second. Studio speakers, yes. Okay. 1 second. Audio. Speakers.
Or could Jono share his screen? Is that okay? Would that work?
That's fine.
Will it still show up on? It will, right?
It will,
yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop sharing. Jono, is it possible for you to share and review this one?
Yeah, just 2 seconds.
Awesome.
Cool.
I gotta find the PR line. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
And you may want to increase the font size a few times over.
All right. So which one was it? It was stats, right? Yeah, so this one, as I recall, there was a bunch of discussion between this guy, Emmanuel, and Maya. But I'll assume that that's sorted out. So.
Was that related to like admin stuff, or was it more just like the
No,
approach?
so it's not using admin. I think this guy and Maya both opened PRs, and we're gonna try and find a combination, or do some bits from one, bits from the other, or something.
Gotcha. Is Maya on the call? Do you know?
No, Maya's not.
All right. Yeah, because it seems like there's a few, at least. Let's see, stats. All right, there's two.
Yeah. So we do already have a component stats. That's handy. So this is a table in PR. So basically, it's removing this old CSS file and copying these styles as table classes wherever it's used. This is something I kind of want to flag immediately because I don't know why this class thing isn't on the stats component.
Yeah. Yep.
The answer might come up later, so I'll just put a question mark for now. So right, we've got different columns for different stats things. Yeah, all right. Looks like we've refactored this stats grid div into a stats component, and we have stats items. I like that. That's pretty consistent with Chatty and Regex, which we're copying off.
But we already have stats. Why? Like, what is?
Oh, we already have stats, but it's using the old class names. So it looks like we previously called this stats grid, and then the one inside was stats. Now we're calling the wrapper stats and the one inside stats item. I don't particularly mind which, to be honest.
Got it. There's another PR also. I don't know if you want to open it in parallel that has like a slightly different approach.
Oh, it's there.
If you just search stats, the first one, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is a simpler approach where he's just updating stats grid to this new thing.
Right, yeah.
And that way you don't have to mess with any component naming changes.
Yes, what actually is stats grid? Stats grid. Yeah, it's just a column count definition. That's not really worth a component, I guess. Yeah, let's have a look at this one. So these are all fine. This is all just this is all duplicated, but I'm fine with it because it looks like it's duplicated. I mean, it looks like it's the same by coincidence, not by design.
Yeah, I think that's a good. Could you add some nuance to that? Because I think that's a pretty good lesson for like why is it maybe not worth do not repeat yourself in this case?
So we would want to deduplicate this and extract components if we expect all of these to change together in sync. It looks like these are already some kind of slight variations, and maybe these two are the same, but considering that we already have a bunch of variations, there's not any guarantee that these are going to change together. If we want to update this page, then it's probably we're updating the design of this page, not the design of stats components in general. So yeah, that's why I say it's by coincidence and not by design. This happens to be the same at the moment, but we might update the design of one of the pages independently.
Yeah, and that is a big reason we're doing this migration is so we can do stuff like that. And generally, I would say drawing something to save like one line of repetitive code is not ideal. But if there's like 10 lines of repetitive code, then it's probably more worth doing.
Yeah, I agree.
I also often I will go to ShadCN, and if ShadCN doesn't have the component at all, it probably means we also don't really need the component. We can just it's not utility enough, right? It's kind of like a custom thing more than a thing that we need defined in our design system.
Yeah, that's not always true because we do have sort of e-commerce payment related stuff that is too specific for Shadcn to build, but it is actually a component that we use all over Gumroad because it's related to payments and stuff. But
that's
yeah, it'll be a good rule of thumb.
That is true.
So then we have the stats component. This is not good. We don't want to be checking the class name and then setting different table class names. That's super weird. So I will write a comment on that.
How would you do it?
So we should be setting this as a prop. We should be setting the variant or something. Or would this be or just color or not quite sure. I'm not sure what props this takes.
Yeah, a good example of this would be like the ShadCN status, I think is what it is, or bad or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I forget exactly what they call that. Alert?
Yeah, alert.
Or something.
Alert.
And you can pass like a destructive variant.
Variant destructive. So we should probably have the same thing here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely kind of janky.
Yeah, this comment is not really necessary because anyone who's reviewing this will be familiar with how table.css works. This all looks pretty fine. This will not work. Tailwind, you can't interpolate values into classes. So we're gonna need to. Why is this? What is this thing? So we. It looks like we look at the window width and try to figure out what font size it should be based on that.
I feel like we should not do that.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be simpler to do just like what we normally do in other places with like MD, text small, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes, the way Tailwind works is it will look at all of the class names in all of your components and just spit out those exact ones into your CSS. And that's your kind of static CSS file when you deploy. So if you try and have dynamic values and things, it won't detect them as class names and they won't work properly. That's pretty much all. Okay. Um, so if we look at this one, I want to check that these styles are actually migrated properly. So this is actually one of the many cases where we use quite a complex CSS calculation for grid columns. And this tailwind, the tailwind equivalent is just going to be to use breakpoints and fixed numbers of columns, which ends up much easier to understand. Um, so did he share a responsive screencast? This desktop screenshots in here. No, so this is one where it's not just mobile and desktop. There's like a bunch of different breakpoints in here. So I want a responsive screencast of like resizing the screen from mobile through to desktop and making sure that it looks good at each breakpoint. I'm going to assume that's a pretty reasonable interpretation in that case, and wait for the screencast. Stats. Hang on, gotta get my zoom out of the way. I'll probably just. I'll typically for these detail PDFs just like open it in two tabs and split between them. So, like padding. That's the right value for the spacer. We've got border stuff. It's rounded. Yep. Inline grids. Interesting. Why is it an inline grid? Is inside grid? I think this needs to be inline. Line content, space between, and then background. This text foreground is odd because that should be the default. Okay, and then we have H2s, we set those to flex, and yeah, that's pretty simple. This letting normal stuff as well, I think we shouldn't need. Don't need to worry too much about line heights for the Tailwind migration because typically Tailwind has the defaults than us anyway. So some of the stuff like setting the line height explicitly is probably not necessary. And yeah, then we've got the color states thing, which I have already commented on. Yeah, so it looks like this CSS is basically migrated properly. It's just that some of these we can hopefully simplify. The point of migrating to Tailwind is that we can remove some of the unnecessary styles as well as kind of getting everything nicely in line. So if we can like actually delete a bunch of this stuff, then that would be really nice.
Awesome.
Great.
Cool. Yeah. So I will submit that.
Awesome.
Great.
Uh,
Sahil, do you
Should
think?
I stop sharing and give it back to you?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Jano. Sahil, do you think we can review PRs from somebody who's online right now?
yeah, this one, Andev?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that one.
Great.
Awesome. So yeah, Andev put this one in the chat. I recommend using your real name and face. The more vulnerable you are, the more likely I will take your work seriously because you have more to lose. But this seems like a pretty simple pull request, so let's read the issue. Add sales details like product name and creator name and global. Right now, that makes sense. Instead of saying a creator, I would wonder why we did it this way, but it may be hard to know from the code base. Lots of people want to work on it. You can just work on it. You don't have to ask. Free country, where I live anyway. So yeah, you're basically setting these two instance variables. One is set to purchase seller name or username. We can see we use it here as seller name, which is probably where he got it from, presumably. And then uses them here. And there's a test. It doesn't look like there's a test, right? It looks like you're updating you're mocking it.
I hope we will be. I hope you are comparing email body against something in somewhere else.
So we can look at that, right? We
Yeah.
can open this.
So notifies affiliate. There's a spec. Yeah, spec example like that. We can you search for notifies affiliate of a sale in cursor? That text. Yes.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Yes. We should see a corresponding set of tests with that name. Shared examples. Yes. So are we checking email body somewhere over here? Yeah, include email
So
body.
it includes email body. So it is checking that.
It is checking. Yeah.
Good.
Now, yeah. And also, do we have email preview for this particular email? I'm not sure. Ideally, we should have a preview configured for this email. Can you search for that method name? Yeah, in the previews.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it should
Good.
be reflected. Another thing that I would check is the presence of at purchase variable in that mailer. So can you expand that code up and down and just to see if you're using?
Well, the spec is passing.
Yeah, so ideally it should be
So
there.
it should be there. But yeah, it's here. Purchase.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Great.
So yeah, seems good.
Yeah, looks
I
good.
do think that like this is a good opportunity to like fix this paragraph is kind of intense. Like this whole email copy, I think can probably be improved. It's like very, very old looking. Like there's no formatting. So I would probably loop in design and get like a little bit better of a design. But if you look at the mail previews, like there's a lot of different kinds of emails.
And also, Sahil, did you notice the email template? Is that our template? In the screenshot, yeah. Ideally, the header should be inside a box, right? There should be, if you use the common email template, there should be a line over here.
Yeah, it's probably because this email is very old, so it's using this like.
Yeah, could be very old. A different layout, probably.
I mean, a lot of the affiliate mailers will be like that because we generally haven't touched these in a long time.
I see.
But I think at least what we could do is do what this is just have separate paragraphs. But yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I would definitely, while we're here, we may as well format this better. Uh, like even just when it says a creator just made a sale thanks to you, that reads pretty nicely. But I think if you say John Smith just made a sale of amazing digital marketing course thanks to you, it's like, and like these things can be more in a bulleted list, I think.
Yeah, and also there should be a comma over here, right, after the product name.
Yeah, so I think this whole thing can be rewritten.
Yeah.
See what ChatGPT recommends. Yeah, something like this. I think would be good.
Okay.
Even like saying global affiliate program, like just like what is that? You know, doesn't like Gumroad isn't mentioned anywhere. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, the copy can be definitely improved.
Something like that.
So Andrew is currently online. Does he have something to
Oh yeah.
talk or add?
If he wants to, yeah, he's welcome to chime in,
Yeah.
and we'll respond. But yeah, I think that's like really the only thing is I would improve the. Awesome. So yeah, on those changes, this will get merged.
Nice.
And then someone asked about iOS.
Yeah, just reply.
Is the Gumroad iOS repo?
Yeah, we are accepting pull request that repo, but just make sure you have a clean green build before sending pull request. So last time we got a pull request and I wasn't able to build that.
Is it this one?
Yeah, but yeah, can you scroll down? I must have added a comment. Oh no, so probably I closed that. Yeah,
Got it.
this is new one.
Yeah, this is pretty old. I'm just gonna close it. These typos are. This copy is not good. So.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely would love help on these issues. I don't know what these are.
Yeah, we use a very old auth client in iOS.
Interesting.
The whole app is very outdated. It's very old, so we need to upgrade the code base.
Yeah. So I mean, these issues. I'm just gonna create a new one.
Okay.
Is it the OAuth client library? Do you know?
Which library?
What was it called? NXO2
NXO. I don't know its full
or
name.
something.
I think it's just NX auth library, something like that.
Okay, I'll just create this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go back and update the issue with more details.
No one wants to work on these yet. I'm gonna increase the bounty. Cool. See if that motivates anyone. Awesome.
Right.
All right, next up. We got this one. Fix custom fields. When a customer edits the custom fields on the menu, doesn't update. Oh, this would be great. So no one else has tackled it except for him.
Yeah.
And he's tried a couple times. And this is his third attempt. Third time's the charm. So let's see. The issue was that custom fields were not being passed safe to the database. Makes reasonable sense, as well as not being displayed. On the back end, makes sense. Front end, makes sense. Can watch these videos, great. Always good to replicate the bug before you try fixing the bug, because you never know. So you can notice it doesn't show up even though he's put it in. And then it doesn't save either.
Yeah.
And presumably this is
Yeah.
fixed.
Sir, why are we allowing to update the custom field after the purchase is made? Is that intentional?
Good point. Yeah, we probably shouldn't allow them to update it, right?
Is there a requirement to update it? That's my first question.
I mean, I don't know. This is not enough information, in my opinion.
Okay. So usually, I believe we enter data into custom fields at the time of purchase.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, we can review the code to see what he does.
Sounds good.
I don't know why this is here.
Custom fields.
Shouldn't it be like
ID
here?
value to edge.
Why is this randomly here? It may be just like a weird Rubocop thing, but
Yeah,
feels like it should be in here in line.
sure.
This kind of thing should be its own PR. I don't think it's related to this at all, so. Here we say existing, and here we say initial. Don't know if we want to be consistent there. I'm not the best React person, but is this pattern okay? This React use effect thing?
Yeah, we use the same pattern below that code base. We have several instances of that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Pass custom fields in. Yeah, my feeling is that we should not allow editing, personally.
Okay.
We should show it, but we should not allow editing.
Yeah.
In that's my opinion. Like the creator should be able to update it, but it seems a little strange to buy a product
Yeah, and later updated them.
and then later update the.
It can also affect the webhooks probably because when we update that attribute, we don't send out new webhooks. So there could be a mismatch between the data we have in Gumroad and also the third-party integration.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not use cursor auto mode. I would pick a model. You'll get a lot. You'll be more successful that way. But yeah, just look at the UI. I also would recommend, like, whenever you're doing stuff like this, like, don't use like test custom field. Like, come up with like a real example. It's a lot easier to like build stuff when you're seeing real information. Yeah, it's hard to tell in this context, like why, what's the utility here?
How did you hear about this product? Could be an easy question.
Yeah, exactly. How did you hear about this product? Do we allow the, yeah, we don't allow the creator to edit it either.
Yeah.
So I feel like we start by allowing the creator to edit it.
Okay.
And then if people edit it, then maybe one day we add the self-service option.
Right.
But I generally don't think we should allow the customer to update it for those reasons you mentioned. So I'll just specify that.
Yeah. Maybe we can show a disabled field because.
No, I mean, then people will just ask for the feature.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I will update this initial
Yeah,
thing to be more accurate.
sure.
Membership page. Cool.
Sounds good.
Awesome. And honestly, it's too small for $1,000. It's pretty easy to do. So you're just hiding information.
Yeah.
So it'll go down to 250. If no one does it, I'll increase it again. Cool. Making good progress. I want to get down to 25. That's my goal.
Oh, 9 more to go.
9 more to go. Okay, S3. This is you. What's the status on this?
I have posted an update as the last comment. So what was my last comment? Just above that.
Cool. So tests.
Yeah, so my focus changed to getting the tests.
All right. You want to do that? You want to review this one? It's a green build.
It's going to build, yeah, great. Sure.
It's only 60,000 lines of code.
Yeah, but mostly in specs, so we should be able to.
Yeah, ideally we're ignoring all these files. We'd only have to pay attention really to these two.
Yeah.
So he's added our test keys
Yes.
here.
So these are keys, like real test case from a new account, new Stripe account.
Don't use them to make money, please.
Yeah, won't work either. So the plan is to use those keys in tests so that we can run, everyone can run tests that involve Stripe locally. Hopefully we will do similar things for other things as well, and the entire test suite will be runnable in local without any sensitive corrections from the Gumroad org.
Awesome. It looks like, what is the change here? The change is,
Let's move to a new method with an arc. Yeah. Only click a new method.
it looks like there was an issue with,
Yeah, we need to stub the mandate options in this test, so it was moved to a new method.
you want to review all the tests or
No, we can have a quick pass. Can you go to the initializer? The 003 stripe.rb initializer. Yeah, so this is one of the change, but it affects only the test environment. We are not using that particular flag in the test environment, which is fine. It's not supported sandbox account. And so only these two are the changes in the application, right?
yeah, everything else is in this spec file folder,
Okay.
I
So,
think.
Yeah. Harbash is like the in-house expert for Stripe, so changes he made should be really good. Yeah, so he said like we cannot use the direct card number, the card number directly. Instead, we need to use token. So that could be one of the major changes in the test.
Like these numbers are different.
Yeah,
Why?
it's not different.
It is different. It went from 338 to 799.
No, we have three. Oh yeah. Where's your upgrade price? Yeah, it would be good to know why.
It may be something to do with this travel to thing.
Yeah, looks like it.
So and then the rest, a lot of them are VCR stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, just updating. Nothing really crazy. No logic changes really.
Yeah,
Besides that number that was different.
True. Yeah, mostly updating IDs and stuff.
Yeah. So besides, that was the one question I had.
Yeah.
And then we can merge this, I think.
Sure. And the build screen, which is nice.
Well, and then we can. Oh yeah, he has comments too. That didn't load because there's too many changes. Covered that. This is what he changed to tokens instead of numbers. That's great.
True. Great. So once this PR is merged, we can also look at using the same keys in development as well.
Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be nice. Man.
I wonder if it'll make things faster too, like a new account with no historical data. I wonder if it'll be faster.
Yeah, maybe it'll be faster.
Like Stripe, even the Stripe API calls may be faster.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is it worth still reviewing this? S31?
Yeah, if you want, yes, you can do that. So this PR was like a rough change. It's not polished on anything. But yeah, the idea is to bypass all the CDN URLs that we generate and instead use Minio URLs directly for local, in the local app. So those things are related to that. There are some spec failures which we need to address.
Cool.
Yeah. So once we fix some specs, we can merge it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Discount status not updating to expired after usage limit is reached.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
So many conditions.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So discount status not updating to expired after usage.
It displayed as expired on the product page.
Wouldn't valid at be enough? It's no longer valid.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, just one attribute should be enough, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe there's a reason why we need to check it. Okay. So what was the change made? Statistics and offer code limit and statistics.users.download greater than offer code limit.
So you created a whole test. This is kind of a lot of work for this, in my opinion. I generally don't like the word expired because it's not really expired. It's like sold out more so than expired.
True.
Expired is really like run out of time. So I would probably, and it directly reflects an expired at. So this is a good example of like something that's like this crazy. I would probably needs to be a new conditional.
True, yeah.
I would probably say like ran out, but even here, like we show uses 1 out of 1.
Yeah.
So I would just say like run out.
True.
And here I would say has no more uses,
Yeah. And I'm also wondering why we have that condition on the front end. Are we doing any validation on the back end, the offer code validation? Seems like a business logic that should be in the back end. I'm not entirely sure. I need to look at the code, but
You mean like this word itself, what it should show,
no,
or just like
the condition, like
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why there should be something specific that's like
like offer code or value.
ran out,
Yeah.
kind of thing. which is a Boolean, which does this. And then similarly, it should basically just be like if ran out, show run out, ran out. Yeah, you shouldn't need all this logic here in the front end.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Or limit reached, probably.
So this is for checkout dashboard. So we should be checking similar stuff when the purchase happens, right?
Yeah.
So we should have like same set of checks on the purchase side.
We already do.
Yeah. So why not reuse the same checks or centralize those checks in one place so we can?
It probably is in the back end, is my guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
There probably already is like a place where you have some sort of like. Let me ask, see if GPT can figure it out.
Yeah.
Boolean for if a discount code has any more uses left.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Can you go to offercode.rb, offer code model? Yeah. Is there any methods here?
Like this one, max purchase count is greater than or equal to inventory sold.
So, no, that's a validation when we create the offer code. Is valid for purchase. Okay.
Yeah, this would do it.
Yeah.
Or quantity left is, but
Quantity left. And also there's a date based. Yeah, this is offer code sold out.
yeah. So I would use something.
Something like that, yeah. But we use expired in the copy. So variable is okay, but the copy is not.
Yeah. Whatever. No one's complaining about that, so I wouldn't change it. But yeah, basically, I would use this
Yeah.
offer code and then just pass in one.
Sorry.
Small tweak, but would improve the. Yeah. So let me just say this. Cool.
Wait.
When reassigning purchase, actually, we've reviewed one, so I'm gonna skip you and do someone else. Try to spread the love. Update original email when reassigning purchases via helper API or admin panel. This ensures recurring charge receipts are sent to the correct email address after reassignment.
Yeah.
When original purchase was not being.
Yeah. One minor feedback would be to keep the fixes line at the top.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, this.
Yeah, would be good.
Yeah, because I like to click it and read.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Yeah.
So he's created this variable so that they can set it here.
Yeah. Subscription percent, original subscription percent. Every email.
So when would this first be true, but this one be untrue? false. Because I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
I think every purchase subscription
Will have both,
needs
yeah.
both.
Yeah, true.
So I think you can just have this one condition.
Yeah, and we are checking whether
I don't think you need to check.
we don't really need to.
You can
yeah.
just save it. You can just update it.
Yeah.
And that way you can merge all this into one line instead of 5.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, this is helper controller. This makes me think we should have a central location to do this thing, right?
Yes, this is a good example of dry, I think.
Yeah.
However, yeah, like resend receipt.
Yeah. Maybe a service that accepts purchase and email, the new email. It can. We just need to call that service from both
What is
places.
this? Reassign purchases. Well, this is like plural. So yeah, basically this whole I mean, this is where the human engineer is important to figure out what the right level of abstraction is, but probably a lot of this code
Yeah,
can be.
true.
But you can see there's different code here. Like there's different things are happening here. Like for example, we're doing like a subscription save, and we're actually setting the user. It doesn't look like we're doing that
Interesting.
here,
Yeah.
but we're doing attached to user and we're using purchased dot attached to user and card if user. So I would definitely dry this.
Yeah. Reassigning purchase should be like one set of operations. Like looks like we are doing two different things. Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. The cool thing is if we did have one method, then the creator could hook into it. Right now we just disable the creator from being able to do any of this. But in theory, the creator should be able to, and then
Yeah.
be good. And given that even though we already reviewed one of the other person's pull requests, it's similar enough that we might as well. And then we have your Dockers ones coming up. We got 4 Docker ones.
Yeah. We have been resending or saved, updating original purchase. Okay.
Yeah, so like this is a lot simpler than the other
Yeah.
one.
That's true. One line instead of 5. Yeah, which is nice.
Still think we should consider drying this.
Yeah, this is a lot simpler. Yeah.
In normal cases, when the email of original purchase are the same in the purchase list, I don't get it. What we need the edge case is where the email of original purchase and purchase are. Isn't that always? That's why you're changing it. That's not the edge case. That's like the core.
No, so the core feature is to change when both original purchase and purchase are of like email A, and we want to change to email B.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in this case, and I was saying there is a case when original purchase and purchase emails are different. That could happen only if we attempted to reassign a purchase using the old code.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that can potentially
What is this
happen.
count plus equals 1?
If the original purchase, where are we using that count?
Oh, I guess we pass it to helper.
Helper. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, this seems good, and it's so little code that drying it doesn't make a ton of sense anymore.
Yeah,
It would still be good to do,
true.
because I do think like here we use purchased attached to user and card,
Yeah, which we are not used with.
and we don't use it
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
We kind of set it manually.
Or Arby, can you scroll down and expand it? Oh, no, we aren't.
So my feeling is that a lot of this code can be deleted and replaced with this line of code.
True.
We can actually take a look at what this code does.
I think that's setting the purchaser record. But yeah.
Yes, but it's also doing
Assigning the card as well.
and pre-orders and subscriptions to the user.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a good use, good opportunity to try.
Cool. The other solution potentially to this is like to change the logic of how new charge receipts are sent. So we may not want to update the original purchase email. There may be some risk in doing that.
Okay.
But you may want new charge receipts to go to a different email.
Maybe the last charged purchase
exactly.
records email. Okay, yeah.
So subscription.
Oh, that actually makes sense. In that way, we will have a proper trail of.
Yeah,
events
exactly.
and
You don't
stuff.
want to. It's a big risk. Like, hey, I never got this. Well, it's like we need to be able to know what the email was originally. It's called original
Yeah.
for a reason. It
True.
should be immutable to some
Yeah.
degree, I think.
That is true. But I do believe we use original purchase for other purpose as well. I'm not really sure. Would be good to check, like, where else we use original purchase.
We use it a lot.
Yeah.
Which is what makes me think we shouldn't change it. Like, there's risk to changing it.
Yeah.
Like we use it for. Like I don't think we tend to use it for email, but we do. I mean, we often do.
Yeah. So when we change the email of original purchase, it's like the previous email was never used at all, but in fact, it did.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we can look into just changing the receipt sending logic
Okay.
because it will have to fetch the original purchase to do it, the way it currently works, and it should be much easier to change. So here you go.
But what about third-party integrations? So currently we list the purchase IDs in our subscriptions API response. And if will the third-party integration expect all the purchase IDs listed in that response to have the same email address?
I wouldn't worry too much about that
Okay.
because I think people can change quickly to those.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think so. But yeah, you can see here like this is the function, and we get the subscription, and then we send the email to subscription.email.
Yeah. Can you go to subscription model? Because subscription model has an email field, but I'm just wondering whether we are falling back to original purchase if it's not present. Okay.
So we're getting it's the user's email.
User's email. Okay.
So this won't fix the issue because if the user has an email,
Yeah.
it will always send to that email.
Yeah, which makes sense because
Which makes sense.
Yeah. So
Only in the case where they don't have a user account do they get it sent to their original purchase email.
That's true. Yeah.
So my thinking would be to just change what is true original purchase. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What is true original purchase is it's the not art. Great, wonderful. Not archived. I don't know why that matters.
I think we archive the original purchase. In the case of subscription change, I'm not really sure. I'm just guessing. But yeah, we do some kind of maneuvers like that when we when people update the subscription.
Yeah, like wouldn't it be simpler? We also have def emails, so you can have multiple emails for the subscription in theory. Yeah, my feeling would be to just update this to then be the last charge,
Okay.
the email on the last charge.
Yeah.
Would that work? So if you update your subscription email, going forward, new emails will go to that one, but we won't update the database. It'll still be like I bought it with my Gumroad. I
Yeah.
changed my email to Gmail.
Mm-hmm.
In the database, it's still going to say Gumroad for the first purchase.
Yeah.
But new receipts will go to the newest email. It won't go to the old email on file. I think that is reasonable,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah. If email notifications are only use case for reassigning purchase, then yes.
It's mostly that. I mean, I think that's. So yeah, I feel personally, I think it would be simpler.
Yeah. Sounds yeah.
Like
That's
subscription, the way you would get email would be like self.purchases.last.email,
Email, yeah.
that kind of thing. It
True.
would be like that.
Yeah, but I don't think we can change over here because we use subscription.email in a lot of places.
Well, we should. I mean, it should affect all those places if you're
Can break,
changing.
can break integrations because we use this field in API response as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will suddenly change.
Okay. Well, so what do you think we should do? Just go with this logic then?
It seems like that's the safest bet. But yeah, and we need to check in detail where all we use original purchase.
Got it. All right. Do you wanna? What should we say here?
Ideally, one of our engineers should look more into it and then make a decision whether we should go with this or resort to the last purchase email.
It's still a little weird because even if we did change it, my bias is that we should go with this approach because this one is you're still guilty of the same thing, which is you're updating the database to like.
True.
It just happens to be a different charge. So
Yeah. So one argument for that would be like, let's say the purchase is not a subscription purchase. It's like a regular one-off purchase. In that case, we update the email entirely, right? We don't keep an archive of the old email. We do in the versions, but we don't use it.
we don't. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. It should be similar in that case.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, the real solution to this, in my opinion, is we should remove email from purchases completely.
Okay.
And we should be basing it off of like the user's email, and everyone should have a user.
Yeah.
And you should have an account to buy stuff.
True.
Because you also end up with like, for example, this is super complicated. A subscription can have 3 different emails.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is kind of crazy. The user can have an email, the purchase can have an email, and the subscription can have an email. They can all be 3 different.
Makes sense, yeah.
Like you buy with Gumroad, my Gumroad email is Gmail, and I have a separate subscription email that I use for this. And you end up with like, this whole function should not exist.
Makes sense.
This entire function should just be user email.
True.
I think.
Yeah.
That would simplify things quite a lot, I think.
True, yeah. But historically we never required people to have user accounts to purchase.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a big product change.
Yeah.
Maybe Emmanuel can look at this.
Yeah. That's good.
Awesome. Oh, I think we're at the Dockers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this morning I merged a similar pull request for any host. So this looks very similar.
You did merge something?
Yeah, I merged a similar pull request this morning.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get rid of Gumroad.dev, right? We're basically going to eventually move to like localhost
Host, yeah.
and not have this.
Yeah, but the problem with that would be, not exactly a problem. But we do have subdomains. We use seller subdomains, and it looks
Yeah.
much nicer with the domain than with the port.
That's true. It does look nicer. Well, I have no idea what's going on, so you're gonna have to review this one.
Yeah, can you go to files changed?
Yes. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
If you want to review this, I'll
Yeah,
be back.
sure. Let's switch, yeah. Files changed. Yeah, seems like we're setting one environment variable, and if it's not present, then we are falling back to this value. This lets us server bind to drive access from outside the container while keeping Gumroad device the default host. Yeah, and this is Webpack. Yeah, this should be safe to merge because we are not changing the default behavior, we are just making it more configurable. Yeah, at runtime. To make it listen to all network interfaces when running Gumroad inside Docker. Okay. Check back. Just checking whether the variable name is okay. Webpacks. The port should be this port. Yeah, we can merge it. I will go ahead and upload it. Thank you for the PR. Go back to pull request and review another Docker related pull request from here. Okay, none of them are here. So I merged that pull request.
Oh, nice. Easy.
Easy one.
Awesome. Cool. Done with the second page on the first page.
Yeah.
All right, two more Dockers. One more, but this is nice. I like how this person did several different pull requests. So this is remove local Docker volumes on stop.
Okay.
Basically makes it so that it cleans up better. I never clean up.
Yeah.
So I've never experienced this.
I'm just wondering, will it affect data? I just need to double check it. Will it wipe the data on local? Probably not.
I would assume not, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It'll delete.
Yeah, I think it will, but not
Really?
Uh,
What the hell? That seems like an aggressive.
Yeah. So the Docker volumes that we use with containers and
I thought only prune would do that.
no. So previously we used to mount the file system. In that case, it won't be a problem. But can you?
I don't know. Sometimes I just ask it to.
Yeah.
I would assume that the database is not, but I guess if it's the thing spinning it up.
Yeah, it will delete the data.
Got it.
Can you go back to that pull request, please? And I just want to see how the MySQL is configured. Okay, file change. Okay, can you open the Docker Compose file in your cursor? Yeah, Docker Compose file is fine. Yeah, so we are using MySQL data volume and we mount that to a value MySQL. So if we delete the volume, the data will also be wiped.
Gotcha.
So we should double check that, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is from the same person.
Did not include a dedicated Docker. This is the big one, I think. Everything
Yeah.
else was quite small. This files, that's a typo. That's good, no AI. As part of the effort. By the way, AI, great for writing code, terrible for writing pull request descriptions, so I highly recommend not using it for that. It just adds like words that I think are not useful. Required as part of the effort to create a Docker Compose all-in-one environment where all services can run together, blah, 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 blah. Like, it just doesn't really, it's just like a lot of stuff to say nothing. I guess I didn't say anything there, so
Yeah.
they needed to add it.
Sure.
It's good they have a video.
Yeah, make
Yeah, this is the opposite. Like, use AI for writing the code, not the PR description, in my opinion. So what is he showing off? Just like one command.
Yeah, so he built the Gumroad Docker container and using that to load the application. But why is it loading on app.gumroad.development? I think we removed the app subdomain, right?
I believe we did, yes. It redirects now.
Yeah, but in the video, it's showing app.gumroad.dev. How could that happen?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Oh, he did say something here. Oh, yeah, see, access. Yeah, it shouldn't be app.gumroad.dev. It may just be old, but I think we made that change quite a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a pull request for the Minio dev environment. Yeah, I think we discussed this in Telegram, and I told him that we need that change in that site helper and asked him to check it.
We do need this?
Yeah,
We need this.
we need this. And I added the reason in Telegram, but not in the pull request. So
Gotcha. Got it. So I'll just close this.
Yeah, we can just close it.
Cool. Maybe we can skip to Jono's one.
Sounds good.
I like the green check mark. Cool. So yeah, we don't need this because it's, I assume basically it's always going to be true. So when the user is not compliant, we cannot pay them. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, we stop giving admin. Oh, I see. Yeah. It should only be able to do what the user can do. Yeah. Merge.
Yeah, I can message.
Great.
Awesome.
Cool.
Down to 27. Tailwind.
That's nice. Remove this extra class we don't use.
Yeah.
Overall, looks good.
Yeah.
If anyone else is on the chat and wants to chime in. How do I open the chat box? Oh, John left 30 minutes ago. Nice. Yeah, overall, this looks good.
Maybe we can assign to Jono for a
Sure.
final review. Okay.
Yeah. But just needs to be tested, and maybe John will notice things that I missed. But looks reasonable. And then I think there were a few nested menus. This one also. This one looks less good just because like it's quite a lot of. Generally, these kinds of things you should see a significant red amount because you're mostly deleting code from the CSS. Like it's quite a lot of deleted code, and you're adding single lines of Tailwind, so you shouldn't need that much. The biggest code is modal sidebar. I guess Maya's been looking at this one.
Yeah. So can we do 1840? There's a request for the
But,
output
oh, I
request.
guess it's this
Yeah.
thing. What is this?
Oh, this sidebar?
This is on mobile only?
Is
It's not super clear, but I assume this is mobile.
okay.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It makes me think that I need to make sure the other one was doing mobile as well. Yeah, it says mobile. Personally, I don't think it needs a new component. I mean, the nice thing about Tailwind is you can just have lots of Tailwind components. I think this is fine. I guess it is a little weird how different it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just assign both of these to Maya because she's already reviewed the other one, and I'll let them decide. It's not that big of a deal. I just want to finish this migration. Stats we talked about already. So John will probably be following up on that. Incorrect product count. What is this? Creator counts. We are looking for, what is creator counts? Where is that used? So in library, is this controller or presenter? So we return it. Okay, we just return it. Interesting. It's part of this massive library cards, and then that I assume is
Yeah, that's the part
just
where
pass.
we fetch the products for the library.
And then we show creators
Yeah. Like,
as a count.
yeah.
Like you bought 17
Products from this creator. Yeah.
from 17 creators. Okay.
Go by sender.
You're basically, I don't know why would this work? You're removing the unique filter on link ID, but that shouldn't matter because a seller can only have, you're not gonna have two sellers on the same link ID.
Yeah.
So I don't know how does this fix the issue. I don't get it.
We need to check in detail.
So it changed it to 3, so something's happening. It purchases 3 times. So first you purchased it. No, but it's fine to purchase it. You're buying the same product 3 times, right? Am I wrong? You're buying the same product 3 times. The same product,
Yeah,
product,
same
product,
product.
product.
Yes.
So it should be 1.
Good question. I need to see the difference between dot unique and dot filter. I mean, oh,
This is a crazy.
we are just removing the dot unique. Okay.
We're just removing dot unique.
Okay.
I don't.
Interesting.
And then on all of these, you're basically.
Yeah, we're basically removing the duplicate purchases from the same product, of the same product.
So I don't know why that would work.
Okay.
Because you're still doing group by seller ID.
Yeah.
I just don't get, why do you need all this crazy code when wouldn't you just do group by seller ID dot count, like purchases dot unique seller ID, right?
Yeah.
There's like a lot of logic for just like.
Yeah, looks like it can be simplified. But can you go to the original PR description and the related issue? I just want to see what exactly.
Sure, yeah. There's no related issue. He just decided he noticed it as like an issue and then.
Okay.
Um,
But this addresses the case
yeah.
of, purchase the same product multiple times, which never happened, right? I mean, will that happen?
I mean, you can do it, yeah.
If we can
It is
technically do it.
possible.
Yeah.
But still, it should be the one creator. I don't know why. I guess he's saying.
Yeah, so I think the problem comes down to this. Let's say I purchase the same product 3 times. Should I display seller 1 or seller 3?
Well, you should show 3, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, honestly, it's like not really worth fixing, I would say.
Yeah. Because in iOS, we definitely do the unique thing, which I know. Looks like a very rare use case.
Yeah, and it hasn't been reported, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. And for those who are watching this, we have a policy of fixing bugs only when it's reported, like twice, more than once.
Exactly, yeah. Twice from users, real users, is probably worth fixing. Cool. We did that. This one. Okay, we can test this easily. Great. These anchor links aren't working. Correct. Not working.
Oh.
Because they don't have IDs.
IDs.
Or these don't exist. That makes sense.
Is there like a problem in one help article?
Yeah, we can check, I guess. Yeah. It's just randomly that one didn't get it, so.
I see.
Cool. Yeah, that's a good fix.
Great.
Awesome.
So can we do 1840? That's a request from the YouTube live chat.
Oh, nice. Hey, YouTubers, what's going on? Let's do it. 1846?
40. 1840.
Okay, so add receipt, resend receipt. There's some conversation in this one about it.
Okay.
So this was reported by a customer, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He had a couple suggestions. One was in the main list view, which I think is too much, and then one was here, add this button. Seems reasonable to me.
Yes. So currently we have it as a button underneath, right? In the drawer.
Yes.
Okay.
It is there, but it's just low. So it's literally just moving it up.
Oh yeah.
So let's review it. I overall think we can probably redesign this section. There's a lot going on. We'll look into it.
Okay.
Not sure what this all cap sounds like. You're screaming at me for some reason. AI disclosure. Okay, see, why do we need to pass all this information?
Yeah.
Why? What is receipt email? Customer email. Emails.find. Do we?
Yeah. What other emails would be there in that section? I'm not sure. I mean, there could be, but I'm just cannot recall from my tip of my
Yeah, I feel like this is overly complicated.
Has Emmanuel reviewed it? I don't know.
I think he just asked to fix the CI errors.
Okay.
Yeah, generally, if you're being asked to fix CI errors, I just close the PR. Was reviewing the PR, shouldn't we also cover multiple receipts? Yeah, so good point. You can get multiple receipts.
Yeah.
And the issue is, I mean, the core issue is that this person just wants the button moved up.
Okay.
I think. I wish there was a before. It's hard to know what it looked like before.
Oh, yeah, we definitely did before and after, which is not present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's worth thinking a little bit harder about what the right solution is here, because we already have the functionality.
Yeah.
We already have these buttons, so we're just moving it up. Like, why not just move this whole section up? Would that solve the problem?
Yeah, probably that would solve the problem.
Because this has to do with emails. So I feel like moving it up and having like some sort of drop down where you can, if it says receives emails and then it's like,
Yeah.
Has received 15 emails, and you tap it and it opens it up, might be better.
Makes sense. Yeah.
People will have other complaints. Honestly, this kind of stuff there's always too much information. We may want to revisit this as a team. Maybe there's a better way maybe their drawer is not the right answer, and there's like a Carol a long time ago did a different version, which was more of like a full screen thing. Which may be better, kind of like what Stripe does when you click on a purchase. It kind of takes over the whole screen, and
yeah.
So I think likely worth
True.
doing more of a design. I'll just comment this. I'll remove the bounty so no one works on it until we get around to it.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Stas, nav.
Yep.
I feel bad for Luke. I feel like he's opened a bunch, but I haven't seen any of them merged. Yeah?
No, I was just saying there is one more request from YouTube. 1816.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Which one?
1816.
1816. We reviewed this one earlier, so he just has to go back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Overall, I think it was pretty close to good.
Okay.
But yeah, if you watch the recording, Jono goes through it.
Yeah. Cool.
Nav. Nice. This is useful. Great.
Great. Yeah.
Pixel perfect. Looks like. Almost. These are different, but that's fine. Seems reasonable. Oh, and it looks like Jono already did a session on this. Awesome. So yeah, it looks reasonable. I don't know why this has 4 uses. So I feel like we might want to revisit this.
Okay.
But Jono probably commented on it for a reason. But it's used in eventually we probably will refactor this.
Sure.
But yeah, it looks good. I'll let John tackle it.
Great.
I'm getting bored of the CSS, so I'm going to skip the rest of the CSS ones and go to someone I haven't seen, Emmanuel. We can look at this one.
Yeah, I think that's assigned to me right now.
Yeah, so he's just,
Yeah.
look, yeah, basically for stuff like this, even if it seems like a small change, like a version upgrade, you want to just test basic functionality in production or production-like environment. So
Absolutely.
before we merge this, we're going to need to do that. Vishal's working on the tax center. Already reviewed. That's being reviewed. CSS. This is a lot of code. Yeah, if we've already run this, then there's no real use in updating the code.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we've actually run this yet. But we're removing the original we're no longer using the original purchase. Instead, we are going through an installment plan, calculating how much money has been paid. And we're creating, I mean, this seems like I don't get it. This is a lot of code. I don't know. This is kind of an intense.
I'm surprised why it is not a new one-time script, but this, why are we updating an existing one? Have you
Yeah, I know.
run
Yeah.
it before? There are so many questions around that.
Yeah. Yeah, I personally, I don't know. I don't know what all this stuff is. I'll let Emmanuel think about it.
Sure.
But okay, I think that's basically everything.
Cool, and we are down to 23.
Nice, awesome. Well, from like 38, I think we started at.
Yeah.
So 15 or so.
Mhm.
This is pretty good. Oh, some updates. Nice. Awesome. I don't know. I mean, maybe we have this habit, but I personally don't think it's useful to have components like this. I don't know. Right? It just doesn't add much versus just put it all in line.
Yeah.
Why do we use the JSON data accessor?
We store a bunch of fields as JSON in the DB
Gotcha.
in one column here.
Including this one?
Looks like it.
It seems fine.
Yeah. Customize.
I don't know why 500 is the character limit.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to find that out. 500 doesn't show up. This is what I did, an example. We're thinking about moving it to a separate thing.
Yeah.
I just want to see, okay, no one else has given it a shot. Cool. Yeah, like the 500, I don't know why we have that. Like, just let people go crazy or enforce it on the database or something.
Mm-hmm. Do we include this in the email? We do, right?
We do, yeah.
Yeah, in that case, it should.
I mean, I think normally we would. It just feels like 500 is a random number. Like,
Yeah, quite arbitrary.
like why not 255?
55. Yeah.
There's reasons for 255. There's no reasons for 500.
That makes sense.
But yeah, this seems pretty close.
Yeah.
This will be a good win. I think creators will like this one. We can tweet about it.
Yeah.
Cool. That was the last one I wanted to do. So
Awesome.
we made good progress.
Yeah.
Lots of issues people should work on. Generally, I recommend the newer the better. The newer probably, like if it's old and been around for a while, it's gonna be really hard. But yeah, hopefully that was useful to people, and we'll do it again in the next couple weeks again. Basically, anytime I feel like it's getting a lot, would be good to do this, and it's fun. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Thanks everyone for joining in,
Thank you.
and we'll do it again later. I'll see you. Bye.